So I'll get some money out of it.
But that's the thing. But how
I
are
am
you
more
gonna,
barbers.
how would you do that if you're just there? Do you have more people doing this for you? You were on some drugs while drawing that one, or what happened there? What is your plan, man? You're drawing here, doing your thing. Like, what is your plan? What are you working on?
My plan is to draw like celebrities, people with a lot of money.
So Jay, your goal is to make money with the thing that you're good at, and that's drawing, right?
That's right. That's right.
So your frame right now is thinking, okay, the more famous people I can find to draw, the more money I'll get,
The
right?
more money I'll get because they do have more money too.
It makes sense what you're saying, but I want to broaden your mind a little bit.
Okay.
You with me?
Yeah.
So what you're doing right now is you're trying to make money based on the perspective that you have, which is completely fine, right?
Okay. Okay.
Right now you live in this specific paradigm where you've taught yourself the specific skill
Okay.
to make yourself money in the way that you have right now. You know what the difference is between you, a multimillionaire, a billionaire?
Maybe they're more lucky than I am.
That has nothing to do with luck. The only difference between them and you is the way that they think.
Oh yeah, I heard that before.
Your way of thinking right now
Okay.
is thinking the way I can make more money is
Yeah.
to find somebody with more money to give me more money, right?
Yeah, part of it.
Part of it.
Yeah.
So what a billionaire would think is like he's not looking at one specific thing. He looks at where is there a need in the world, and he's trying to make a solution
Find
for
the
the need.
solution for the need, and then get more money from those people.
Exactly.
Okay.
You're looking at it in a one-on-one perspective right now. You're looking at it from a perspective only that you can do, but there are more people than just you. There are more people that are available to give you more money. Because I'm going to tell you a secret,
Okay.
and a secret of life, and if you understand the secret, you will maybe even find more of a secret within that secret.
Tell me that everything ends up.
Life has only one thing that gives anything that you want. If you understand this thing, anything you want in life will come towards you.
So it's all about one thing.
If you understand this one
That
thing,
One thing. Yeah.
anything in life you want will come to you.
Okay. I want to hear more of it.
The secret of life is people.
People. Okay.
Anything you want in life, who has that?
People.
Money, other person has it in the pocket. Love, connection, relationships, anything, success, anything in your life that you want to have in your pocket, in your heart, in your head, another person has that. Right?
True.
You want to sell this painting, you have to be nice to the specific person for him to understand you, to love you, to give you the value back. You're giving your value to this person, he's giving his value
To me, yeah.
I see you. I see a happy guy. You're giving me happy vibes, and because you're happy, I want to give you knowledge back.
Oh, okay,
Right, I
okay,
see you
okay, okay.
smiling.
So it's all about exchange.
It's not only about exchange, it's about you giving without expecting. You're giving yourself. You're giving a smile. You're giving something beautiful to me without even noticing. You didn't want anything back for just smiling standing next to me. But at the same time, you're giving back from it. So it's about giving without expecting, and because you're giving more value, you will get more value back. The universe works in a mysterious way. It's all about understanding these people. If you understand what a person needs, what the problem of this person is, you can salute that for that.
Give a solution for it.
you will
And then
get
you get you can get money out of it.
Of course, but you can only get money for things that people have a problem with, because you can salute that problem, right?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So is this a problem? No. It's a necessity? No. Right? Nobody really needs a painting.
Okay.
But what can somebody need? What is something that's you can give to a person that could actually fulfill it? And how can you make it more scalable? How can you make it bigger? How can you reach more people?
Okay.
Listen, you have a mentality to be really rich. I can see that. You're talking to me, you're already thinking 5 steps ahead than most people would do.
Okay.
You have that rich mentality.
Okay.
Now, you just have to look in the different kind of areas to get more money, because you're only blocking yourself on the paintings.
The more effort I'll put into to capture that person perfectly, when that person get to see that picture, you'll be convinced that that painting has more value. And then according to that, somewhere, somehow, it's gonna touch his heart. I mean, once I reach his heart, I'll reach his soul, I'll reach his pocket. So I'll get some money out of him.
Sure.
Yeah.
But is that gonna make you filthy rich like you want to be?
I mean, like once you're rich, I mean, that answers most of the things.
Jay, listen, I believe that you can be, but I don't believe that this will be. I know a barber, just a barber, one barber. And this barber is cutting hair.
Okay.
He's asking 500 rand, $25 for a haircut.
For a haircut.
And he can do 10 a day,
Okay, okay.
which is $250, 5,000,
yeah.
5,000, 50,000, whatever, 5,000 rand a day.
A day.
But he can't make more than that. Or he has to charge more, find more, do whatever. But there's this ceiling. Do you understand what I'm saying?
but then there is a way also. I mean, he can multitask. I mean, no, maybe multi-production.
How can you multi-production if you're only
Maybe
one man?
I hire more barbershops.
But that's the thing. But
I
how
am
you
more
could,
barbers.
how would you do that if you're just there? Here's my point.
Ah.
You're already thinking a step ahead. Do you have more people doing this for you?
Nope.
So exactly. But you do think already like that. So if you could
It's like
actually,
one-on-one.
but the thing is, teaching somebody to cut hair is easier to teach something how to draw. Right?
Yeah. I got your point.
So it's about seeing the easier way in between. There's a guy that was mentally disabled. He has a problem in his head.
Oh.
And every single time, he got those little spinny tools that spin on his head. And every single time that spinny tool came on his hand and fell down, he became sad.
Okay.
So he went to the store with his parents and he wanted to get one that would spin longer. Because the longer it spun, the happier he would get.
The better. Yeah.
The better for him.
Yeah.
And again, every single time they fell down, he would feel sad.
Okay.
So he did the next thing. He wanted to build one of these spinny things that would spin for a longer time. He went to the shop, he hammered a little bit,
Yeah.
and he couldn't do it.
Okay.
So somebody came up to him and said, why aren't you just going to a scientist to do it for you? I was like, well, let me just try. He's just thinking, how can I solve this problem? He goes to the scientist.
Solving problems.
Yeah. Listen, you gotta just ask yourself questions. How can I do it? This is a mentally disabled person. Even he can think of a solution like that. So he's literally knocking on the door, like, hey, can you make me one?
Yeah.
And the scientist would makes one of those spinny things. What is the name of those things? I don't even know. So he made this one, and it spun for 24 hours. It's insane.
24 hours. That's all day.
It broke a record. So he
Okay.
went to sleep. He came back, and it was still spinning. He put it on the line.
Yeah.
He tried to sell it. He made over $1 million.
Wow. Oh, okay. So everybody can wake up one day become a millionaire, right?
He had a problem.
Yeah.
His problem was that he got sad every single time that things stopped spinning.
Yeah.
He wanted to do it himself for himself.
Ah.
And he's going in there trying to make that solution happen.
There's a scientist with the solution.
And his problem was not only his problem, it was everybody's problem. Everybody had that same problem. I would feel
Everybody wanted to see it, like, spinning like the whole
exactly.
day.
You're solving a problem, but you still have to work hard for it. And you don't necessarily have to work hard to make $1 million. You just have to work smart.
Work smart.
Find a problem, be the solution,
Be the solution.
and ask yourself, how can I find a solution to my own problems? Because if you do, you'll find them.
Okay, how about this thing? Most people do have problems without knowing that they have problems.
Yes.
You can even convince them that is actually the problem.
Yes.
Even with them, without knowing that is
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah.
And then from there, you can start to convince them to buy your product whenever, even if they don't need it. Like, let's say, for example, I meet like one of these big guy or from whatever it is,
Yeah.
like a well-known.
Yeah.
I make him a portrait in my home,
Yeah.
and then I manage to get in contact with
Yeah.
that person, and then I manage to get to exhibit that painting to him. And then in a minute that he sees it, and then he says, whoa, I need this actually for my lounge.
It's not like I'm trying to say that you're wrong, because you're not. You might be right.
Okay.
But it is not scalable, it is not easy. You're working hard, you're not working smart.
Yeah.
You have to work 10 times harder, 20 times harder, 50 times harder,
That's
100
happening.
times harder, 1,000,000 times harder to make this happen. And I'm not saying it's impossible. If you actually believe in it and you actually want to go for it, you can go. But listen, brother, it's easier for you to find something that is already a problem for a lot of people, because a painting, not a lot of people are like, I need this in my house. Even if you try to convince them and it looks good, some people are like, but why would I pay for it? if there's a guy like Elon Musk that
Elon
has
Musk,
that has billions of dollars,
Uh-huh.
he could literally snap his fingers and there are 20 people making it. He has AI making it for him already. That's my point. My point is you're thinking too conservative. We're living in an online digital world where there are a million opportunities arising each and every single day. And you're limiting your mind by just thinking that this is the only way. You have a rich mind. You have a millionaire's mind.
Yeah.
You have that already inside of you.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to do is ask yourself the questions and find the solutions yourself. That's it. You can, but you have to ask yourself different questions. If you can do that,
Mind.
you will get there. All right?